Hello, beautiful people. It's D&Z TV once again, and we are here again with a lot of information and a lot of gist just for you. So, if you're just joining us right now, I urge you all to click the notification button, subscribe to our channel. Let us keep the conversation going on because there cannot be an us without a you. So that's why we are always super excited whenever we have an opportunity of having conversations with you here on our channel. So right about now, there's so much happening in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, and Olori Ronke is in the news again. Yes, Olori Ronke is in the news again, and this time around, she has urged all of the elders to get involved in the issue between Naomi and the Ooni of Ife. You know, Ronke happens to be one of the oldest wives of the Ooni of Ife. In fact, she happens to be like one of the most respected of all of them. Everybody in the palace fears her so much. Everybody in the palace respects her so much, So she's very influential in the palace. So she has now come out to tell all of the elders to see how they can get involved in making sure that the Ooni and Olori Naomi get back in place again. You know that for a very long time now, the incident or issue of Kabiyesi, reconnecting with Naomi has actually been a little bit very stiff. People tend not to understand how on earth they are actually going to come back. But with the way things are going right now, everywhere seems yellow. Yeah, everywhere seems yellow. Everywhere seems almost set like they are going to come back in the shortest possible time. So therefore, it is not out of place when we now begin to see that these people are actually planning to get back together again. Yes, they are really planning to get back together again. And Ronke now, who is like the eldest in the house, has actually gotten involved. This is actually what everybody wants it to look like. This is actually how everybody just feels and wants these people to see how they can reconcile themselves and get back in place again. This reconciliation is really important for us. It is really important for us because we are tired of every day one problem. It is time for them to reunite. It's time for them to really act the life of an African. You know that as Africans, we are polygamous in nature. As Africans, we do not like segregation. We like to have all of us living under the same roof. But right about now, with the way things are going, the elders really need to get involved. When the elders now get involved, they will now go back to the old traditions. As a matter of fact, old traditions are very vital and very important for raising up a home. Now, if you want to see very well, critically well, Ronke has actually been a little bit silent in the whole of this palace brouhaha. The people who have actually been making so much noise and causing chaos are Tobi Phillips, Ashley Temitope, and Dr. Elizabeth. They have actually been in the forefront trying to make sure that there is always persistent issues, persistent challenges, persistent fights. But Ronke has been a little bit quiet. What she does more is try to see how she can promote her arts unit and her arts department. Whereas every other person is always in the loop, trying to second guess, trying to be a step ahead, trying to ask questions that don't even bother them, trying to even start seeing how they can be creating witch hunts in the family. There's been so much elements of witch hunting in the palace. This witch hunting has been so strong, so stiff, that no matter what they do, things still try not to fall in place. Everybody is just trying to look at things from their own angle. People tend to want to second guess each other. People want to always make it look as if issues are popping up, problems are coming up. But all the same, what we're only trying to do is to see how these women can actually get their acts together again. They need to get their acts together again. They need to now begin to live as one big happy family. there's no point making it look as if 24 hours is definitely not enough. No, they cannot always continue like this. Truth be told, if they continue like this, I promise you, in the shortest time, there might not be a palace for us to call our own anymore. All we're looking for right now is for these people to come together to fight a common enemy. So, all in all, the necessity of all of them putting their acts together has actually made Olori Ronke to remain very, very committed to this cause. This cause is so important. This cause is so relevant. This cause is so extravagant that something really needs to be done. If at all, these people are actually going to come back together again. And from the look of things now, there's this adage that says, what an elder lies down to see, a young person, even if he climbs the Iroko tree, he's never going to say it. That is exactly where we find ourselves today. Where young people do not want to listen to elders talk again. Rather, they just want to do things their own way, not minding the fact that it's quite a little bit difficult and quite a little bit really, really difficult for people to comprehend and understand. Now, the $1,000,000 question now is Naomi really going to listen to the advice from Ronke? Because Naomi also needs to listen to Ronke. A lot of reasons. In as much as I know that Naomi is the favorite wife of the Ooni, Naomi should also know that Ronke is older than her. So in terms of experience, Ronke actually has more experience than Olori Naomi. So it's now the place of Naomi to respect whatever Ronke brings to the table. The best thing for Naomi to do is to respect it. Naomi just has to respect it, not minding the fact that she is the favorite of the Ooni. Now, if you want to begin to ask, how is Ronke the favorite? How is Naomi the favorite? All of us all know. For the first time, somebody actually left the palace and came back as a wife. Do not forget, even when other wives of the Ooni left, they never came back. But the case of Naomi now is very peculiar and very, very different. Very peculiar and very different in the sense that Naomi is the first person who left the palace. After 3 years, she majestically came back to take her rightful place in the palace. It can only be God. So now with the prevailing circumstances now, whereby Ronke is now taking herself out of the equation and asking and allowing the elders to get involved. Really, really something worth emulating. And I think it's something that we should always try and look at. No matter how difficult we want to say Naomi is also trying to do everything and live her life so that people can have a better understanding of her. All right, people. This is where we'll be stopping till we come your way again. I remain D&Z TV. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click notification button, comment, like, and share. And let us keep the conversation going on. Thank you and bye-bye.